Well, if you're 25 years old, you're totally risk on. There's no such thing as a balanced portfolio. You don't put it in treasuries. You're gonna look at where the secular trend is at the moment, and that's clearly AI. That's the bright spot of this economy. Is clearly the biggest technology shift in my lifetime. It will be the driver of capital investment for the next 10, maybe 20 years. So that's where you would put your money right now. And you would just put it in there. You would forget about it. You'd forget the volatility and just hang on.
Thomas?
All right, I take a different side. I think they're going to bring down the longer end of the curve as advertised. I think that's going to be really exceptionally good for housing. Now, look, Adam, they call me turnaround Tom for a reason. I'm always buying things that are out of favor and waiting for them to recover. So what's dramatically out of favor as a function of rates being high is housing and housing related businesses. So I don't want to deal with the warring factions. I don't want to buy DR Horton. I don't want to buy Pulte, but I do want to buy the building suppliers like QXO, which Brad Jacobs is running as a roll-up. He put $900 million of his own money. He did that in XPO Logistics in 2011. You basically made, many bags, like 69, 79 times your money over a period of 10 years. He did United Rentals, the equipment leasing in the late 90s. You basically made over 50 times your money if you had invested with him over 15 years. And he's doing a new one. And he's put a lot of his own money in it. He started with Beacon Roofing. Does a lot of commercial roofing. If your roof leaks, it's not a, should we get the pink one or the blue one? Shouldn't we? It's like, fix my roof. I want the water out of my living room. And that's a great business. He paid 10 times EBITDA, but he'll do what he always does, is bring in technology. He'll double EBITDA over the next few years and we'll be off to the races. He expects, as usual, it's an $800 billion business. He'll roll up about $50 to $80 billion top line with double-digit EBITDA margins, which effectively means your $16 stock will be $70, $80, $90, $100, probably 5, 6, 7 years out. So AI or not, I don't think you're going to get too many 5 to 7 baggers over the next handful of years with a proven winner who constantly makes money for his shareholders. And then if you want more subdued things, doubles and triples in the next few years, you buy something like a Generac, which is tied to housing and interest rates, leader in home standby generators. It sounds silly, but with power outages going up, with data center backups on the commercial side, and with home building, which is going to boom again with this administration, by the way, because they're going to open up about 500. It would take about 512,000 acres of public land of the tens of millions in order to get 3-4 million new starter homes. So, some of the areas are actually in rural, but actually quite a few of the federally owned lands are, as people don't know, in metropolitan areas. So they're going to open up the federal lands. Bessent's going to change the capital requirements at banks to create a tremendous amount of demand for treasuries. Maybe you get the Genius Act legislation. And if you're Gen Z, you realize that the biggest portion of the population is the millennials, 72 millennials. They're in their mid-30s. They want to buy houses. They just can't. We need to build a bunch of 1,500 square foot houses. Think Levittown post-World War II versus not everyone needs a 4,500 square foot starter home with an indoor pool, which is what the supply is in the market right now. So they need to rectify that imbalance. The administration knows this. They are taking the actions to do so. So I would play that theme. I'm not discounting AI. AI is going to be an unbelievable secular theme. So you're going to want to have some exposure. Question is how. But I think in terms of the next 3 years, doubling and tripling, there's a lot of opportunity because some of these stocks are down 70, 80%, and the businesses are throwing off record free cash flow.